This problem is about a blueberry muffin recipe. Jordan Marsh's recipe calls for 3 teaspoons of sugar and makes 12 muffins. How many teaspoons of sugar are in each muffin? So what I want you to do when you read a story problem is I want you to start picturing what is happening. I hope that you're picturing the muffins and the sugar. I'm going to start by underlining the question. How many teaspoons of sugar are in each muffin? So we're trying to figure out in one muffin how much sugar is inside of it. We are given 2 numbers in this problem. We are given 3 teaspoons of sugar and 12 muffins. So I want you to just think about these 3 teaspoons. If you've done some baking, you might know that 3 teaspoons is equal to 1 tablespoon. So think about how much 3 teaspoons is, 3 teaspoons of sugar, and picture it going into making these muffins, and we're thinking about how much sugar is in each muffin. The key word that stands out to me in this problem is the word each. When I think of the word each, I think of 1. So how much sugar per 1 muffin? That makes me think of the idea of unit rate. We are given a rate in this problem, 3 teaspoons of sugar per every 12 muffins. Well, to change this to a unit rate, all we have to do is divide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 3 and divide it by 12 using long division. When I record this as long division, I'm going to record the dividend first. The dividend is the numerator, so I'll record that first. Then I'm going to record the division symbol. So 3 is being divided by the 12. Since the 3 is being divided by the 12, I'm going to draw this division symbol over the 3 because the action is happening to the 3. We're dividing the 3 by the divisor, 12. And the divisor, the number you're dividing by, always goes on the outside. Now let's start dividing. We need to ask ourselves the question, how many times does the divisor 12 go into the dividend 3? Well, 12 is larger than 3, so actually 0 times. So you might ask yourself, what do you do now? Well, at this point, we need to add a decimal. And we need to bring this decimal up to the top, and then we need to add a 0. And now we can ask ourselves, how many times does 12 go into 30? Well, let's write out our multiples of 12. 12 times 1 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. 12 times 3 is 36. 12 times 4 is 48. 12 times 5 is 60. If I need to write more, I'll come back and write more multiples, but I'm just going to start with these multiples, the first 5. So 12 goes into 30. Well, 36 is too much, and 24 is just enough. You want to take the amount that is either equal to the 30 or just smaller than it. So we're going to use 24. So that's 1, 2, 12s. So 2 12s go into 30, and 2 12s makes 24. 2 times 12 is 24. You put that below the 30. And then we subtract. To subtract, I need to borrow from the 3 and make it a 2. And then that gives me 10 to add to 0. 10 plus 0 is 10. 10 minus 4 gives me 6. 2 minus 2 is 0. Now I can't ask the question again until I bring a number down. And since there's not a number to bring down, I need to add another 0. I'll bring the 0 down, and now I can ask the question, how many times does the divisor 12 go into 60? Well, 12 goes into 60 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So 5 12s go into 60. 5 times 12 is equal to 60. We put that below the 60. And then we subtract 60 minus 60, and we get a remainder of 0. And there's no other number to bring down. So if we have a 0 here, and there's no number to bring down, then we have finished the problem, and this is our quotient. So let me show you basically what we did is we took both the numerator and the denominator and divided it by 12. This is another way to think about what we did. Okay? 12 divided by 12 gives us 1. Remember, the denominator was muffins, so that would represent 1 muffin. And then we took 3 and divided by 12. Well, 3 divided by 12 is 0.25, or 25 hundredths. So we get 0.25, and the numerator represented teaspoons of sugar. So there are 0.25, or 25 hundredths teaspoons of sugar per every 1 muffin for each muffin. So let's make sure we answer the question. How many teaspoons of sugar are in each muffin? Well, 0.25 teaspoons for every 1 muffin. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to record this in the gridded area. So I'm going to switch colors so you can see this. And I'm going to write 0.25. Oops. Pretend that just looks like a 2. Sorry about that. So 0.25 is my answer.